Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for October 2024 for each life path number. This, of course, is a general forecast. If you would like your own personal numerology reading, please book some time with me. You can find my information in the description box below. Also, I want to mention that from here till the end of the year, the end of 2024, if you order a year ahead forecast in any of the readings where the year ahead forecast is included, I will throw in October, November, December of 2024, and you will also get the full year ahead for 2025. So normally it's just the 12 months ahead, but you're going to get some extra months if you book in 2024 for the year ahead forecast. The other thing I want to mention is I have opened up subscriptions to my website once more. If you're interested in getting news alerts and sort of having privy to the important information that you might miss here on YouTube or on my podcast, then I suggest just hopping on over to my website. Just give me your email address through subscribing, and I can share that information with you as things come up. I won't bombard you. I have respect for your time and your inbox, but I do have some big announcements coming in 2025, so you want to be sure you don't miss those. All right, I think that does it for the housekeeping. Let's get into the forecast. Life path number 2, you are going to be working with the vibration of the 22, so 202, for October. So ultimately your own vibration, but also the influencing energy of the 20. So this could bring in a beautiful period for adaptability. For if you've been moving through a lot of changes, if there's a lot of things that have been coming up for you that you've had to kind of bob and weave, so to speak, to find your footing and to, figure out next steps, etc. Or if you've been sort of at a crossroads and you've been making some decisions and things are starting to unfold, but you haven't really got your footing just yet. This could be a month for, again, that greater adaptability and surrendering to the things you can't control, but also moving with things as they present to you, right? Making decisions as they show up, trusting yourself and not being so caught up on the fact that you don't have your footing yet, but understanding that the process of moving through these changes is helping you to get the footing that is going to best serve you. So adaptability is going to be a key sort of feature this month for you all, and how to kind of go with the flow as best as possible and not get too sort of bogged down by the fact that you don't have all the answers just yet, or you don't necessarily know the next step yet. It hasn't presented yet. Just kind of go with the flow the best that you can, surrender to what you can't control, show up and put in the effort and, control where you can, but don't get yourself stuck because there's going to be places that, they're still unfolding, they're still cooking, and you don't necessarily have, you don't want to take it out of the oven too soon, so to speak. This can also be a time for renewal. So you could see new plans, new opportunities, new ideas come into your life at this time. And again, that's what I say. It's kind of like this continuous evolution that you may be moving through at this time. And again, that evolution is helping you to, understand the new landscape, to, again, get your bearings and to figure out what you want to do next. It could be in relationships. It could be with self and your belief systems. Any area of life that it needs to show up in, it will. But you could see, again, those new opportunities present, or again, new ideas, new plans, and that newness or those sort of new beginnings bring the need for decisive action. So your days of making decisions are not over yet. Your days of feeling like you're at the crossroads are not over yet. You could still feel like you're kind of, in the midst of that. And, again, I would say don't put so much pressure on yourself to make the quote unquote right decision. Instead, I would say trust yourself to be able to make the right decision that's best for you in this moment, and trust yourself to be able to redirect or reroute if you need to, right? If you make a decision and it doesn't turn out the way that you had wanted or that you expected it to, nothing says that you can't, make a change in the future, redirect in the future. So take that pressure off of yourself to get it perfect. It's not going to be perfect, and you don't have all the answers necessarily just yet. So go with what you do have and make the decisions from that place. The other thing I would say is this could be a time for new adventures and new connections. New experiences can bring opportunities for new adventures. And I would say, say yes. Don't be afraid of saying yes to these big adventures that maybe you would in the past have said no to, and that maybe feel a little bit outside of your comfort zone or way outside of your comfort zone. But if there's that level of excitement and you feel curious, I would say explore it, say yes to it, and see where it takes you. This is such a beautiful month for exploration and just trying new things and seeing what sticks and what doesn't, and then saying yes to what does stick and building from there. Beautiful, beautiful energy for that. It's interesting because for your animal wisdom message, you're getting antelope. And so what really comes through with antelope is nourishment, like what feeds your soul, right? And this can include people because antelope are typically herd animals and they stick together. So, pay attention to the people you're surrounding yourself with. Do they feed your soul or do they drain you? Pay attention to the work that you're doing, where you're investing your time and energy, how you're participating. Does it deplete you or does it fill you up? And with antelope energy coming through, it's going to go towards the nourishment. It's going to go through what feeds its soul. And you're being invited to do the same. So I hope it is a beautiful month for you all. Take care, twos. Bye for now.